You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor. This is a case of Dixon versus Froio.
Thank you. Good day, everyone. This is the case of Dixon v. Froio. Ms. Dixon, today you come to our court after a very difficult journey and some grave health issues. In your statement, you say you believe that Mr. Froio is your father, and he has denied you since you were a little girl, even though he signed your birth certificate.
Yes, ma'am.
You are seeking results of a paternity test to prove that he is indeed your biological father. Now, Mr. Froio, you claim you have serious doubts that you are Ms. Dixon's father because another man confronted you and told you that he was Ms. Dixon's biological father.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you say you're sure today's DNA test results will prove that you are not, in fact, her father. I have to ask you first, Ms. Dixon, how does it make you feel that Mr. Froio is denying you?
It makes me angry and hurt. I was diagnosed with cancer, and recently I've been very ill. I would like my father to be there. I want to know. I'm 25. I've gone this far. I don't want anything from him. I just want to know. I don't want him to feel sorry for me. He says he's not my dad, but he'll be there for me. I don't need a charity case. You know, if he's not my dad, he's not my dad. But if he is, I'd like him to know, like, I've been through so much. My grandmother passed away, his mother, in '98. At the funeral, he told me my tears weren't needed because it wasn't my grandmother. I was 10. He told me when I was about 15 that a man named Tom Ashley was my father.
Mr. Froio, why are you so sure that you're not Ms. Dixon's father? Because she truly feels rejected by you.
Well, when she was about 6 or 7 years old, I had contacted her mother, which is to the right of her right now, and asked if I could take her out for her birthday and buy her stuff. Quote, unquote, over the phone, you're not seeing her.
Oh, no, that is not true. He would not give me a phone number, an address. He wouldn't tell me where he was taking her, how long he was taking her, and I wasn't having that. And there is no Tom Ashley. Are you serious?
So you're saying, Miss Walby, you're saying there's absolutely no Tom Ashley. You don't even...
You know what? If there is a Tom Ashley, I would like to meet him because he's got to be a better dad than him. He denies her because she was a girl. That's why he denied her.
Is that
he
true,
wanted
Mr.
a boy.
No, I have an older daughter, I have an older son, and I have a younger daughter. I don't deny anything.
He wanted a boy. He left me in the hospital right after I gave birth and did not come back to that hospital.
Today will prove it, Your Honor.
This will prove it today.
I just want to know. He tattooed my name on his arm. Like he said he's got older children. All 4 of us are in a row, from oldest to youngest. My name's on his arm.
Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, why would you tattoo her name on your arm if you didn't believe she was yours?
Up till 5 years ago, Your Honor.
Are you serious right
now? You denied me in '98.
Let me ask you. Hush up there, lady. I'm talking.
Mr. Dixon.
Ooh, back up.
Simple reason is, Your Honor, why does Samantha have Dixon for her last name if I am true her biological father and it's not my last name?
He asked me at the hospital, do not put Froio on there because it would upset his mother. Don't play that. That's why I gave her Dixon.
That's your story.
And I'm sticking to it.
That's your story.
And I'm sticking to it.
And what happened 5 years ago?
5 years ago, my son and myself were in Florida, and this gentleman came in, which was a friend of his. He goes, Samantha has never been your daughter. I go, what do you mean? My son sat next to me. He says, she's mine, and I'll never go to New York State to prove any different.
Well, I'd like to know who he is, really, because he might be a better dad than you.
Do you see this, Your Honor?
So you saying you were sitting there?
Yes, ma'am.
And this gentleman just throws this out to you?
At the same time, he was seeing the girl he's married to now.
Yes.
And seeing Patty.
So you guys were together?
Yes, ma'am.
You're living together?
Yes, ma'am.
And they stayed together 5 years after I was born. And he denied me when I was 8. He denied me when I was 15. He denied me again when I was 17. Now it's when I was 20. I don't want anything from him physically. I don't want his money. I just want to know that he doesn't need to be my dad to feel sorry for me. I don't need no one to feel sorry for me. I battled cancer for 6 years by myself with nobody there. He's lost his mother to cancer. You would think being that if you thought I was your daughter, why wouldn't you want to be there?
And I need to understand, Mr. Froio, if you have compassion or at least some type of affection towards Miss Dixon, because it's not being shown very much in the court today.
Whatever the paternity comes out to be, it is. I have neither disliked her or like her.
There were several instances that Ms. Dixon enumerated, ages 5, 8, that she says you denied her. What are these circumstances?
When I was about 13, no, it was when my grandmother died. So we'll say from 10 to 13, he was dating a girl who didn't like me. She considered me to be a ghetto hood rat because I didn't have the best of the best. So I called his phone because I always find his number. I have his number now because I've never let go of the memories when I was 5. I've always wanted that dad back because at one time he loved me. One time I was the light of his life at one point.
And you remember this?
And I remember sitting on his lap. He used to race motorcycles, and I'd go to the tracks with him and sit on his bike before every race. He said I was his good luck charm. He used to call me his moose because I was so chunky. But when I called his phone, he told me not to call him anymore because I wasn't his child. Because his girlfriend didn't like me. And then I did. I disrespected her, and I went up one side of her and down another, and he told me never to call him again because he's not going to have anybody acting like that. But you know what? How many times am I supposed to be hurt? How many times am I supposed to reach out for him and ask him to just be there?
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Did you say to her, directly to her, when she's trying to reach out to you, like, don't call me anymore because you're not my daughter?
Nope.
Yeah, but you know what, Your Honor, at 14...
When you were at your mother's funeral, did you also say that...
My tears weren't needed because she wasn't my grandma.
I did not say that.
You didn't say that.
No, ma'am.
Your Honor,
if she's just making this up, what would be her motive?
Don't ask me. I
Your
can't
Honor,
tell you.
Can I tell you...
Ms. Dixon.
At 14, I went down the wrong path. I decided that I didn't have a dad. I had no male figure in my life to lay the law. My mom was working 60 hours a week to support the home. She had 2 other kids besides me. 14, I reached out to boys. I figured if I couldn't have a dad to love me, maybe a boy would. I lost my virginity and got pregnant with twins. I called Sam when I was pregnant with them twins, and he asked me if they were mixed. And I told him they were, and you know what? He told me he didn't respect the fact that I was pregnant. Well, when my twins died January 17th, I called him, and he told me it was meant to happen. He showed up to the funeral because they were dead. That's the only reason why. He was there for a whole 5-10 minutes and left. He sat in the opposite part of the funeral parlor.
I love the way that she can read my mind and she can predict what I say and what I don't say, Your Honor.
Did you show up to the funeral?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Was it
and no, I did not make statements like that because that is unmoral.
You're unmoral.
I have more class than that. I have a lot more class than that.
So when you showed up to the funeral, it's your position that you were showing up to support her and what would be your potential grandchildren? Or
I showed up to do the thing that normal people do when someone passes away, to pay the right respect to that person that they've lost their loved ones.
But if I'm nobody to you, why would you come? I'm nobody to you. What does it matter to me? I wouldn't go to a random person's funeral. I'm not gonna go to a stranger's funeral. At 19, I was diagnosed with stage 3 lymphoma. At that time, I had a 1-year-old son and a 2-week-old son. They gave me 3 months to live. I didn't lay down, I fought. I did 2 years of chemo. I went bald. At 19 years old, I had no hair, no support. Now at 22, I had my daughter, miracle child they said I couldn't have. I got married. I married the father of my children, and guess what? My dad didn't give me away because my dad's never been there. And if he's not my dad, tell me where I can go find him.
I am seeing constantly this young woman reaching out to you, despite you denying her, despite you...
At lunch, he told me that he wasn't my father, which is why I'm here today, because I don't need a sympathy and I don't need a charity case. I've done enough without his help. I really don't need him. I just want to know that this next battle of cancer that I'm facing, that if something happens, he doesn't have to come to my funeral for sympathy. He'll come because he knows.
This sounds like it's a sympathy thing instead of paternity thing, Your Honor.
Wait a minute, Mr. Froio, wait a minute.
Taking charge.
How could you listen to
I'm
this
listening.
woman
I'm listening.
explain what she has gone through, what she is going through, and say, Your Honor, it sounds more like it's a sympathy thing
Yes, Your
than
Honor,
a paternity
it is. That's
thing.
what it sounds like.
Well, I submit to you today that it is both. Because if you don't have a level of sympathy and empathy, I don't care if you don't think she's your daughter. I'm talking about her as a woman having to go through what she's gone through. And you don't have a level of sympathy for that? I really must say to you that it is disappointing for you to make a statement like that. And you are old enough. You're a grown man with kids. And you should know that it can be about both. As a father and as a potential father, you should be able to have sympathy and empathy about the question she has concerning her paternity. That's how it's connected. Especially since she remembers you. Now, you may choose not to remember her, but she remembers you.
She's idolized him for
And
years.
I still do.
And
I still do. Which is why I'm here at 25.
If it comes up, Your Honor, that I am not the father, okay, and I'm not disputing anything.
Then I'll look up Tom Ashley.
I want to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that she could turn to her daughter and say, I'm sorry, I'm wrong, I was wrong. But if not, I am man enough to tell her I apologize for everything that's happened. And be a man about it.
Your Honor, may I say something to my daughter? I do apologize for not being there all the time when you needed me. You know I love you with all my heart. And I will never, ever deny you the fact of your father, which happens to be him, and I'm sorry. But I love you, and...
All right, Mr. Froio, you have another daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
And she is actually here.
Yes.
Bring in Miss Froio right now. I want to hear from her.
Me and Shannon grew up together. It's great she's here.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. You okay? What's on your mind? Before I ask you a question, tell me what's on your mind.
It is so true about what Patty said. It's a girl thing. My mom left him when I was 2 months old. I was forced to go. I have a brother, we have the same mom and dad. In order for him to take my brother, he had to take me. Did he want to take me? No. My mom made him take me. And yes, we used to go to Patty's house when my dad was with her. He wasn't always there. We were there with Patty. To me, it was a girl thing. I have 3 boys. He did not want nothing to do with me until I had my first son.
These are really strong statements, and your daughter is obviously very hurt. Do you, in any way, understand or agree with what she's saying?
Oh, I understand what she's saying.
Do you have a preference for boys
No,
and
I
have
don't.
neglected your girls?
No, I don't.
Mr. Froio, I've been trying to understand where this huge doubt comes in besides this one instance 5 years ago. That's the only thing you've presented to this court where you felt like you had reason to doubt whether or not Ms. Dixon...
When another person tells you that's not your child, that's mine, what are you to believe?
I need you to make me understand.
When the mother
What
won't
is
let
it?
you see the child, Your Honor, and you can't go over there or they'll call the cops, you don't go. Because I
you
ain't
go
never been
file
in
for
jail.
visitation.
I'm not about to go to jail.
Dads do it every day. File for
Then
visitation.
maybe you should have told me where you were going, how long you were going to have her,
That
and a phone
wasn't even the
number.
case, and you know
No,
it.
that-
All you do is talk profanity to other people,
Okay,
and so
okay.
on and so
This
forth.
ain't
And you know
about
what?
me
I
or
don't
you,
do
it's
about.
about
Yeah,
my daughter.
Okay.
It's always about you, Patty.
about my
It's
daughter.
always about you, Patty.
All right.
Thank you, though.
I've heard enough. I think it's time for the results, and I know that's what everyone really wants to know. Jerome, please hand me the envelope.
Moment of truth. 25 years in the making.
In the case of Dixon versus Froio, do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings.
Moment of truth. 25 years in the making.
In the case of Dixon versus Froio, when it comes to Samantha Ashley Dixon, Mr. Froio, you are her father.
Told you. It was called Ashley.
I'm a man of my word. Samantha, I apologize to you, and I'm wrong for being the way I was, but you know what? Now you know the truth, and I apologize.
Can I have a hug?
Sorry, baby. I'll be there for you.
Thank you for coming.
No problem. I'm sorry.
Thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you for having the courage to come and hear the truth.
I've waited 25 years to hear those words.
And you got it. And Mr. Froio, you said you were going to apologize, and you did. Now, from that apology, I really expect you to follow through.
Oh, I will, Your Honor.
Thank you, because this young girl is worth it. She still loves you and wants the love of her father, and she deserves it.
She'll get it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Go ahead and take you guys out first.
Thank you. Judge Lake said today, I'll follow through with it. Like I told her, I'll be there for her. If I'm wrong, I'm man enough to admit it, and I did.
Coming to paternity court today, it's filled a void. It's filled the emptiness that I've carried around for 25 years, not knowing. And now I know.